Heather Hope-Herndandez is the Chief of External Affairs at the Community Service Council, a 78-year-old nonprofit organization working to improve Oklahomans' lives through research, planning, and action. Today, she's going to share the good news of an important partnership between the City of Tulsa and the Community Service Council that is designed to improve the lives of all Tulsans.
Okay, hello everyone. Saving the best for last, of course. So I'm thrilled to be here today to share the good news of the work that your city is doing to move Tulsa forward toward a more equitable city. So the Tulsa Equality Indicators is a special partnership between City of Tulsa under the guidance of the City University of New York. Hold on, I'm completely off. So here we are measuring data. Why does it matter? Because you cannot move forward if you don't know where you are. So we are taking this framework that was created in New York for New York, and we have adopted it and adapted it for Tulsa. So this data that we have is Tulsa specific and is helping us drive policy change to a more equitable city. We are part of 5 new cities that were chosen as a first cohort to create this. And as I mentioned, this is under the expert guidance of City University. They have this tool. We're using this framework. We're starting to measure, we are measuring our own data. What are we looking at? 6 themes. They're pretty broad. There are 3 topics within each theme, and in those themes, or from those themes, we have 54 specific indicators, specific data points that tell their own story. How did we get down to those? We started with community feedback sessions. We started with a community perception survey. We got so many ideas from people where they were seeing and feeling inequality. We took it down to 54 measurable data points. What are these data? What is this data? It's local. It's measured annually, so we keep doing it. Year after year, there are subpopulations. Most importantly, it's reliable local data to compare. How did we do last year? Not hot. This is out of 100. But the good news with this, the exciting news here is this is where we start. We now have a starting point to start measuring the change and measuring the move forward. So what is Tulsa doing about it? Many organizations in town, as well as, of course, the City of Tulsa, is using this data to help inform their work as they move forward. The Community Service Council, for example, we have 30 programs and initiatives across 6 divisions. One of them is Healthy Start. Healthy Start works to combat infant mortality in our community, which is tragically high, especially in our North Tulsa community. We have a housing crisis in Tulsa, an affordable housing crisis. Homelessness has increased 7% in the last decade. Our Abode initiative is working with landlords to help them have a profitable property, but also keep our citizens in their homes. There are other organizations that we are working with. I'm totally ahead of myself. YWCA is using this data to help inform their strategic planning, to help inform their vision, so they're making sure the work they're doing is addressing the gender and racial inequities that were brought out in this report. Tulsa Public Schools, of course, is just started, as you know, 2 weeks ago, a public deep dive into the entire theme of education. They provided some of the data to us, so they were already aware of these issues, and now they're still working to do this. Domestic Violence Intervention Services also provided some of the data to us, and they are using that data every day to help our neighbors who are victims of domestic violence in the community. And of course, City of Tulsa is working on this data. Our City Council is the legislative body. There we are talking to them about what they can do to help drive policy change at the city level around the 2 areas, the 2 themes they have the most authority over. One is justice. What are the policy changes that they can make to cut down the disparities between race and arrest rates? Or how can they diversify their members, the employees of the Tulsa Police Department? In the services area, another thing that Tulsa City can address. In Midtown Tulsa, for instance, our libraries are open more than anyone else. Doesn't everyone have the right to have equal access to that community anchor for them? So this Equality Indicators is meant to be a longitudinal study. We have just begun. This is the first year of data. We will continue collecting this data year after year and sharing these results. The next report is coming out in April. It is very exciting. Not only will we have a new city score and new theme scores, but we will also have change scores. So this is where we'll be able to see, have we moved the needle in the right direction? Have we not? And what else do we have to do? So please, if you haven't seen the report yet, you can look at it at these websites, and I can't wait to share the new news with you in April. Thank you very much.